Crypto Daybook Americas. Bitcoin nears $107,000 as ceasefire lifts markets. Powell eyed. Your day ahead look for June 25, 2025. You are viewing Crypto Daybook Americas, your morning briefing on what happened in the crypto markets overnight and what's expected during the coming day. Crypto Daybook Americas will arrive in your inbox at 7 a.m. Eastern Time to kickstart your morning with comprehensive insights. If you're not already subscribed, click here. You won't want to start your day without it. By Francisco Rodrigues. All times ET unless indicated otherwise. Crypto prices rose on Wednesday, riding the same relief wave that lifted global equities after Iran and Israel accepted a U.S.-brokered ceasefire. With the threat of an immediate oil supply crunch fading, traders moved back into risk assets. The price of Bitcoin BTC $107 for 32.76 rose to near $107,000, adding 1.7% in the past 24 hours. The broader CoinDesk 20, CD20, index gained 1%. That advance may be short-lived. Optimism about the fragile ceasefire holding between Iran and Israel has bubbled through markets, lifting equities, but more doubts are now creeping in about the truce holding, said Susannah Streeter, the head of money markets at Hargreaves Lansdown. A leaked report from U.S. intelligence casting doubt on the effectiveness of the U.S. strikes in crippling Tehran's nuclear capabilities has led to some worries that military action could resume, she said. Still, the ceasefire wasn't the only reason for the rally. On Tuesday, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell told House lawmakers that the central bank is being patient before moving forward with interest rate cuts. Powell pointed out that inflation is still elevated and could face additional pressure from tariffs in coming months. Powell's emphasis on a wait-and-see approach underscores short-term uncertainty in rate policy. But Unix analysts wrote in an emailed statement, "The remarks provide markets with flexibility and are overall supportive of risk assets, but investors should closely monitor upcoming tariff developments and inflation data." U.S. consumer confidence data softened, pulling two-year Treasury yields to a six-week low of 3.78% and raising the perceived chances of a rate cut in July to about 20%. According to the CME's FedWatch tool. That's up from about 13% a week ago. On Polymarket, traders are weighing an 18% chance of a cut. Powell will later today testify before a Senate committee. Traders will keep a close eye on the testimony, which comes as President Donald Trump keeps pressure on the Fed to lower interest rates, posting yesterday they should be at least 2 to 3 points lower. Crypto derivatives desks show a neutral approach around the June 27th expiry. Traders sold straddles and short puts close to $105,000 and $100,000, suggesting an expectation of tight price action, Jake O, OTC trader at Wintermute, said. Call option buying eyeing $108,000 and $112,000 for July and September points, however, to a modest bullish inclination, Jake added. Stay alert. The CoinDesk Policy and Regulation Conference, formerly known as State of Crypto, is a one-day boutique event held in Washington on September 10th that allows general counsels, compliance officers, and regulatory executives to meet with public officials responsible for crypto legislation and regulatory oversight. Space is limited. Use code CDB10 for 10% off your registration through July 17th. By Shoria Malva. Effective June 30th, the price for Galaxy will be for its NASDAQ listing denominated in US dollars, rather than the Canadian dollar denominated listing on the TSX. Spot BTC ETFs. Spot ETH ETFs. Source: Farside Investors. Francisco is a reporter for CoinDesk with a passion for cryptocurrencies and personal finance. Before joining CoinDesk, he worked at major financial and crypto publications. He owns Bitcoin, Ether, Solana, and PXG above CoinDesk's $1,000 disclosure threshold. Shoria is the co-leader of the CoinDesk tokens and data team in Asia with a focus on crypto derivatives, DeFi, market microstructure, and protocol analysis. Shoria holds over $1,000 in BTC, ETH, SOL, AVAX, Sushi, CRV, NEAR, YFI, YFII, SHIB, Doge, USDT, USDC, BNB, MANA, MLN, Link, XMR, ALGO, VET, Cake, AAVE, Comp, Rook, TRX, SNX, Rune, FTM, ZIL, KSM, ENJ, CKB, Joe, GHST, PERP, BTRFLY, OHM, Banana, Rome, Burger, Spirit, and ORCA. He provides over $1,000 to liquidity pools on Compound, Curve, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, BurgerSwap, Orca, AnySwap, SpiritSwap, Rook Protocol, Yearn Finance, Synthetics, Harvest, Redacted Cartel, Olympus DAO, Rome, Trader Joe, and Sun. Omkar Godbol is a co-managing editor on CoinDesk's markets team based in Mumbai, holds a master's degree in finance and a chartered market technician, CMT member. Omkar previously worked at FX Street, writing research on currency markets and as fundamental analyst at Currency and Commodities Desk at Mumbai-based brokerage houses. Omkar holds small amounts of Bitcoin, Ether, BitTorrent, Tron, and DOT.